On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia. It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And some room to work. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go, G. Hey, watch it. Sponge. No.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Brady's throw there complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And a Buccaneer first
Well, that
down.
certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Time go.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First down, and they go with Swift again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Swift. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 6.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Switch. Bang, 21. Bang. Check.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
54. I'm trying to collect. Watch the edge. Back. Check.
Now Ryan on second down. He completes this to Russell Gage.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
DeAndre Swift, the ball.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Buccaneers 14, Falcons 6. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 54, down. Check. Hatch it. No.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Falcons 6.
Check. Watch 54.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Todd Gurley.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Todd Gurley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Check three. You got tight.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
20.
Now Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle by Demarius.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A gain of 8.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 9.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Oliver. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Gurley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
The Falcons field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Tighten up, tighten 58. 61, down.
Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe you let you play.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run. It's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So if my calculations are correct here, and I think that they are, he's now over 55,000 career passing yards.
But you did get a fine education in the Midwest, my friend, so I know that happened, okay? I know those Butler Bulldogs very proud of what they sent out there, so I'm trusting your numbers. 55,000 yards? Wow. I mean, what more can you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was already in the top 10. Now he just keeps climbing toward the top. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career, and I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now On second down, this is Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action, now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
48-yard line.
Check it out, 21.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tuesday.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 19.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
22.
Now Ryan on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Their first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Ryan's pass.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gain of 16 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Swift, 47 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
Falcons 22. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Oliver. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Back at the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Tampa Bay, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.